What up, Syrup Club? It's Johnny Chase here, and welcome to my channel. And I figured now is as good a time as any while we're still in this COVID-19 self-quarantine state of mind. I finally would show you off the office. You know, this is where all the magic happens for the Twitch streams. I'll be showing you, my collections, how everything works, how everything's hooked up, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go take a look. Alright, so first thing you're going to see, this is what happens when you walk in. Now this room right here is one of the main reasons I bought this house. This was already refurnished, and this was perfect for an office studio setting. So let's go straight into everything you see once you come in. So I just got my con bag on display here. So this is what I wear to conventions whenever I'm picking up like business cards or fan art or in this case buttons. See all these buttons? A lot of these have been collected over the years through various people who sell them on the convention floor and places I've I've gotten them at stores and stuff, and at other conventions too. So we got like an I Heart Discord one on here. I have a lot of favorites on here. Obviously the reboot one. I love a Kirby one's on here. We got Overwatch, Umbrella, and then these are ones that I've gotten either through pre-orders of video games, like my Darksiders 2 one here. This one came in a Culture Fly Mario box that you could get at Walmart. I believe this one also came with a Gears 5 Culture box as well. I think Melanie gave that to me for Christmas, the Balor Club pin. So yeah, that just hangs up on there. I always take it down whenever I go to conventions. So let's start off with games. So this is my Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, and PS3 titles. Arranged in as much as alphabetical order as I could possibly get it, at least for the 360 style. Xbox One, I'm always pulling stuff in and out, so it doesn't matter. I just got a bunch of random junk on here. Like, I wanted to hold off until I had 100% done, but Office will never be 100% done, so it doesn't matter. I got a stud finder. This is just, we're going to be putting up shelves in various walls here to show off some of the other display stuff. This was the case for my old Elite controller. The controller itself is gone because that controller is garbage. Do not buy it. The Elite 2.0 is a lot better. It's a little bit too pricey, but if you got the means, go for it. This is a travel adapter, so if I ever go abroad, I'll always have something that will convert to like PAL region. We took this when I went to Cuba, so I could actually stick this in their power outlets because they're different than what we have here in North America. I don't have a place to put this yet. This is a regular Lancer that I got at Halloween shop, and I have no place to hang it up just yet, but we will get there. This is the Nintendo section. So we got Beast Wars Megatron. Yes. Blaster kind of garden things here. This is the GameCube collection. You gotta get all your Marios, all your Zeldas. I don't have all the Zeldas. I am missing the collections on there, but I got a good healthy amount of GameCube games. I started collecting before the rise in prices. I just recently saw someone sold a Metal Gear Twin Snakes for like $100 and something. I'm like, yeah, I ain't parting with that. And then we've got, our healthy selection of Wii U, Wii, and Switch games. With Switch, I've pretty much been going all digital. There's a few physical games I kind of wanted, but yeah. And then there's like stuff I haven't sorted out yet. This we're still trying to figure out through. We got this at a Dollarama. It is a Gears of War poster book. And it's just filled, I don't want to tip it over, just filled with, like, gorgeous artwork. I want to put some of it up, but I don't know where to put it yet. But shout out to my wife for finding that. Standing on top of an old VCR. So if I ever get the need to want to watch any of the Star Wars movies that I have on VHS, I can. Now, in case you didn't know, Mario 3 is my favorite game of all time. So I had this wall scroll I got at a convention, like, I want to say 8 years ago now. And it's gotten through some abuse over the years, but hey, and I love the fact that the wall color is just perfect, but it just blends right in with it. All right, so then we're moving on to the main bookshelf. So we're gonna start up. We got our Funko Pops. I don't care what you say about Funko Pops. They're cool. I like them. I don't go nuts and try to get every variant of every single person, but, you know, those are some of our favorites. You know, we've got, these are Melanie's, the entire Marvel line. We try to get every single permutation of Captain America for her or Winter Soldier. And then the DC stuff is mine, so I've got my Arrows, got Flash, my one Lonely Gotham one, just because that was at a dollar store. A lot of these I will pick up if they're like super duper cheap. So, you know, Dark Knight Returns, Batman, Batman v Superman, Batman Forever. Right, there's another one behind. Nope, that's a Bluetooth speaker. A lot of random stuff. All right, now we got the Amiibos. Now, another one of these collections we don't really like do a super large collection of. I just get the ones that I like, or the franchises that I like. You know, you got Shovel Knight, you got a ton of Zelda, you know, Mega Man, Kirby, Pikachu. Again, more Zelda. And then they're just, you know, one of the ones I really like the most are sitting on top of our boxes for our mini console. So I've got the Super Nintendo, 3DS, Monster Hunter I have. We got this little bank that is the Fortress from Mario. And then, you know, we got our third-party group here. Got Cloud, Bao, and Snake hanging out. And I got the 8-bit ones of Link and Mario. And, you know, you got the full crew here. So you got Luigi, Mario, Peach, and Bowser. I would like to get the non-Mario version of Mario. I like to get the Smash version of Mario, but we'll have to wait on that for a bit. Okay, next up is the Infinity Collection. We started collecting this as soon as it became discontinued. When Disney was like, you know what, we're not going to do this anymore. It sucks that the servers are shut down and you can't download, because that was one of the cool things, is that you could download other people's levels to play, but you can't do that anymore. We got a ton of Star Wars ones, and a big smattering of Marvel and Disney ones as well. There's a Dollarama around here that was selling these for like $4 a pop, and we just had to get them. Sometimes duplicates. I can't tell you how many times we accidentally rebought Boba Fett and rebought Han Solo. So those had to go to a Goodwill. So if you have them and they're unopened, you know where you got them from. Alright, so this will not last long here because I'm going to be planning on moving these later. But this is my collection of Hot Wheels based on movie and video game properties. So we'll start at the end here. So I've got my Rocket Leagues on here. We got the General Lee, which is actually my wife's, but she, you know, allowed me to display it on here. We got Ecto 1 and 2 hanging out in the back here. We got a bunch of James Bond cars. So we've got an Aston Martin, we've got a Lotus, we've got a Jaguar, we've got like the Mustangs out the back there, the Flintstones car, we got Herbie the Love Bug, the Mystery Machine, Simpson cars. We have the Homer, you know, too bad it doesn't play the cucaracha when you honk the horn. You got the Tron Legacy bikes. I have every single DeLorean you could ever possibly think of. So Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future 3 with the 1955 time circuits. Got the regular DeLorean. Also, we have in the back there chilling out, we've got the USS Vengeance and the Enterprise from the Abrams series. Also have the Normandy S2 that the Cerberus Network organization lit up. We got some Halo vehicles, so I've got a red Warthog and I got a regular Warthog, as well as a Scorpion tank. And like this, that's probably my pride and joy. Like almost every single Batmobile you could ever fathom. So, you know, the Tim Burton one, the animated one, Justice League, Batman v Superman, the Arkham series. I have color variants on them. Far back there is the Batman Beyond Terry McGinnis one. I'm super proud of that one. And the Optimus Prime chilling out back there. He doesn't transform. He's just a vehicle diecast. Wife gave me that to me for Christmas. Absolutely loved it. And of course, we've got the McDonald's Batmobile that shoots out from Batman Returns. One of the ones I'm missing is the Bat Missile that pops, that the little, you know, skinny eyes version that he escapes the police on in Batman Returns. And jump cut, because this camera only records 10 minutes at a time, my DC figures. So I've got, you know, TV Arrow, TV Flash, a lot of Arkham series figures on there. So I got Catwoman, Harley Quinn, Hush, and plus I got like Black Lantern, Superman, various Supermans as well. So the Brandon Roth one, animated one, Bizarro, I think that's Public Enemy's Batman. I found him at a thrift store, as well as Dark Knight Returns Batman. This is the 70s Batman, but it is from the Arkham line, as well as Arkham City Batman as well. And I have here every single Lantern ring, even the one from the movie, across all the spectrum. So, white, black, green, yellow, orange, blue, red. I think that's sapphire, not pink or purple, whatever. The Legion of Superheroes, and of course the Flash ring. So this is where the Flash keeps his suit. And then I got like the Bruce Timm animated line here. So I got Phantasm, Mr. Freeze, Black Canary, John Stewart's Green Lantern. This is a top from a soda or pop that you would get at the movie theater for Batman v Superman. The Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman, Tim Drake Robin, Justice League Batman, and The Batman. And then on the back there, that is the animated series Batmobile. I got a steal of a deal on that one. I had to pick it up. This isn't really filled with motif of collectibles, but this is where we store our Atari 7800. This was my wife's and her brother's console. It survived a flood. All the games work. The system works. I just don't have any feasible way to play it on a newer television, so got all the games there, the manuals, which have been squished together thanks to water damage, and then all the cords are in there. And this is my very first Game Boy. It doesn't work anymore, but I keep it around for sentimental value. I ain't getting rid of that anytime soon. I would like to try and fix it at some point, but we'll have to wait and see. This is a junk area right now. It's just filled with Star Wars and Star Trek miniatures and other vehicles. The Giant Enterprise is the Playmates one that makes noises. Brand new batteries, brand new speaker in it. Loved it. And we got a smattering of books with a AT-AT walker, protecting stuff. So I got like the cheap books that came with the third-party controllers for the minis. Now at the bottom here is a smattering of magazines and books and novels and stuff. I've got a lot of guides that I never use because, come on, this is the internet. I got a lot of Nintendo Powers, Game Pro magazines, stuff that was given to me as gift, like Retro Gamer magazines, Guinness Book of World Records, gaming-related ones. And then I have here the Nitpicker's Guide to Deep Space Nine for Trekkies. I love reading through that. Guy watched like 4 seasons of DS9 and found like all continuity errors he could. And I also have some RPG books. I got the Next Generation RPG book and the WWE Know Your Role D20 system book, which I love to do a campaign on that sometime. I have from Dark Horse Comics the Zelda Encyclopedia and Hyrule Historias. So these were books basically going over the timelines and try to link all the games together. Star Trek Vault book, I believe my wife gave me for Christmas one year. WWE Encyclopedia of Sports Entertainment. I think I have a few of these. I have the 50 Years of WWE as well. A Star Wars book. I think I have, that's a reprinting of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right next to Metal Gear Solid. Dark Horse, or IWD comic there. So, good stuff. Alright, so, now on to the PlayStation 2. I have almost this entire bookcase filled with just PlayStation 2 titles. At the bottom is original Xbox, a few extra titles I have, a few PC games, PS1 games, Mini Boss's CD that I found at a thrift store that was an awesome find. I'm not going to go through every single title because I have almost 300 PlayStation 2 games, but I have a lot of the choice stuff. And I have the mini consoles all lined up here, so the SNES, the NES, the Genesis, the PlayStation, and the Commodore 64. And soon we will be adding the TurboGrafx 16 Mini and the Neo Geo International Mini. That's currently en route to me, so that's going to add a lot to the display. And I got a few statues here. I got a Crisis statue and an Army of Two statue. Which, funny enough, these were $3 at our Dollarama, and a bunch of stores and collectors picked them up and tried to resell them, and guess what? They did not sell, because people are smarter than that. I've got a redstone block that was given to us as a Christmas gift. I don't think it's on right now. But basically, if you touch it, it glows. And the more you touch it, the bigger it glows. Yeah. Pretty neat gift. It was given to us by a friend for Christmas. I have a hidden blade here. I believe this is for Assassin's Creed 2. So if you hit the button, it actually does pop out. Hold, that came out with force. And then just, it's a rubber blade, so it don't have to worry about legitimately stabbing anyone. Trying to do this with one hand is not easy. Yeah. And of course, like I said, original Xbox, PlayStation 1, and remaining games that are left. So, collectible shelf number 2. So, everything's got a theme here. So, I've got Halo up here. I've got the Halo Reach Collector's Edition statue. And the helmet. Now the thing is that a lot of these people sell these for like a good price. I found this at a thrift store for $8. This I got online on GameStop, EB Games for $10. If there are statues that you want, wait until Boxing Day or end of the year. These things tend to go up on sale and they go for very, very cheap. So we got Sarge here. I got a McFarlane Master Chief in the back there. We've got a Warthog here where Caboose is driving. I think there's a Master Chief figure on top of there. Yeah, he just fell over. Halo Funko Pop. This was funny. This is from a Mega Bloks. This was in the house when we bought it. This was left behind by the kid. So it's mine now. And I got Commander Shepard on there just because I have no other place to put him. I mean, I could put him over here with the other video games, but like... let's go over these statues. So this right here is a bobblehead of Chris Jericho and Triple H circa 2002. This was purchased at WWE Niagara Falls, in Niagara Falls, Canada. This was one of the final trips that my late father took, and he picked this up for me as well as a beer mug with the WWE logo on it, and I will cherish them forever. They'll never ever leave this house. We've got the Arkham City statue for Batman. It came with a special edition. I actually didn't buy the special edition. My brother did, and he just donated those. Well, donated. He gave them to me for Christmas time as a gift. So thank you for those. I got a Sigma pop vinyl. It came with a Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite one. I'm still looking for a good Mega Man X bobblehead, or not bobblehead, but pop vinyl. But you need to make it. I got a Cutman figure. I got this little PVC figure of Wily looking like a douche. This came with one of the Mega Man figures I bought. It's like a see-through hard helmet dude. And I got all 4 of the pop vinyls. So I got Mega Man, Dr. Wowie, Rush, and Proto Man. We got a Slime Knight here from Dragon Quest. You know me, I love my Dragon Quest. And I think that's Alex Mercer from Prototype. Yeah, I don't have a stand for him anymore, so I need to find him. Got the Finn Balor Demon figure from the NXT edition of 2K17, I want to say. One of the two. And I got like a Commander Shepard and a oh god, Legion. Yeah, I almost forgot his name from Mass Effect 2. Got Legion in there. I got Bass, no travel, hanging out in the back there. I think he's from the NT network, but we keep him on there. We've got Organization 13 Mickey Mouse. Got I don't know what aura that is, but it is a Sora. That's actually my wife's figure. Well, we just again keep him on there. Player's Kai, not Solid Snake. Oh god, Peace Walker Snake. One of the bigger purchases I ever made in my life. More Mega Man stuff here. I got a Cutman statue, Mega Man X. We got Vile. We got ZX Mega Man. I haven't played every single Mega Man out there. Lord knows I'm trying. And got a few Street Fighter figures. I got a Ken and I got Chung Ling and Ken NECA figures. And then we got Zell and Cypher from Final Fantasy VIII. No sword. Look. And jump cut to the next one because this is going to be a long video. Here's the Nintendo collection. So I've got a lot of the Nintendo of America figures. So we've got like we got Link. I almost called it Zelda. I got Dark Link. We got 3 different Samuses in Gravity Suit. I want to say that's one of the Prime suits. They've got their Morph Balls as well. This held Candy. I got a Toon Link. Got the Figma Zelda, or sorry, Link. Jesus Christ. Link from Skyward Sword. You can pose him, you can change his face. I need a better way of positioning the stand though, but yeah, so I got also the Wind Waker Ganon. That is a Pokeball behind there. It actually has a Dratini in it. It's in Pokedex, the Mario Pinball, and I got a few Pokemon here. So I've got Mew, I've got Squirtle face down, and Geodude. The problem with trying to set all these things up is that just these bookshelves are not even, so if you walk around a lot or stomp your feet, it tends to shake a lot. These right here are Connectibles or whatever. I can't remember the series, but they're Mario based. They're mystery bags. They had these little figurines in it, and I spent forever trying to find all the sets. So you got like Mario, Blue Toad. I have Luigi with the Poltergeist 3000, Cat Peach, and then, like I said, a smattering of different Mario Kart figures. They do have like the Burger King ones as well. The Koopa Troopa, the Goomba. I think Luigi's back here chilling out. Got some of the just basic Mario ones on there. A plushie Donkey Kong. More of the McDonald's toys. I got a Figure Arts Mario that has a little bit more posability to him, but I do need a stand to make him a little bit more posable. Now this is the Power Rangers / Super Sentai or Tokusatsu section. I need more room for this. I have a few Zords. I have the Tiger Zord, the Falcon Zord. I actually have 2 of them. Ninjor, and I have all 6 original Power Rangers, minus the Kimberly here is from that action line, so she has a karate kick action. So I kind of need a regular one for that. I have some Automorphers. I have almost a whole team of Dino Thunder. We got Kamen Rider Black, aka Mask Rider, chilling in the back there. This guy is still in his packaging. This is Akiba Red from Akiba Ranger, the parody show, which you all should watch. It is funny as hell if you watch a lot of Sentai. We got Power Morpher, so I got the Legacy Morpher. Bandai just announced, Hasbro just announced a new Morpher that's coming out, and God damn it, I'll need to get that one too. I got the original Morpher. I've got the Operation Overdrive, Time Force, Dino Charge, the Tommy Flute, which, I mean, you see me, pull that out on streams a bunch of times. SH Figure Arts, White Ranger, Keeper Ranger, and the Kamen Rider Decay Henshin device. I need to get a belt extender for that, and sometimes I actually want to wear that. And next up is the Ninja Turtles. And I just realized with the new lighting I set up here, it actually lights these guys up pretty good. So I got the Turtle Van, Sans parts. I got one of the Toads hanging out there, and a couple of the quote-unquote animated Ninja Turtles. Funko Pops of all 4 Turtles. I have these little minifigures that were out during the 2003 rendition of Ninja Turtles. These guys right here. They actually made original ones there, so I was like, oh, I'll pick those up. Those are really hard to stand up there, but I have all 3 turtles. Or sorry, all 4 turtles. Bleh. Can't talk today. Splinters, April, Casey Jones. I've got the movie Donatello. We got Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder, Kevin Nash, Krang's body with his brain inside. Remember, I keep saying I got Rock Soldier. Got a ton of stuff there. The one thing I'm missing is Foot Soldiers. I would love to get some Foot Soldiers for this. All right. So, next up on the collectible line is, as you guys know, I love Gears of War. One of my favorite franchises. So I have a Retro Lancer out of the back here. Got the Gears of War 3 statue of Marcus kneeling down. And we've got the Todd McFarlane line of Gears of War 4. So you got Marcus Phoenix, JD Phoenix, Kate, and Dell. Kate and Dell I just recently picked up because they were like super duper cheap. This is an ammo crate, but it had like stuff like, air fresheners and coffee mugs and stuff like that. This little medallion here was part of that. This guy also, I think one of them came with this pop vinyl of Kate. I also have a Marcus Phoenix one. This bronze statue of Carmine. I think it's Clayton Carmine. I think it's the last Carmine. I'm not mistaken. Could be. Could be wrong. And my Gears Xbox controller. Mind you, the Rogers little thing is just to hold it up. But I find like if I could find a lot more of these, this would be perfect just to hold classic controllers like that. Next up, I do have the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Collector's Edition. But I have actual things on here, so I got a Princess Peach rabbit just taking a selfie on top of the Infinity Stones. You got Mega Man X, you got Chun-Li, you got Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and then there's a rando Spider-Man figure I've had for years on there. So this is what I kind of call the Arnold line. So I've got the NECA Contra figure. So this is oh god, Lance and I can't remember the guy's other name. Figures, and then I have an exoskeleton from a Terminator. Speaking of Terminator, on the back I have Dutch from Predator. I need to get a Predator figure at some point. I would like to get the one specifically from the 87 movie. Shouts to Sound Hero for gifting me that. You absolutely did not need to do that. I appreciate the heck out of you for that, though. Thank you so much. Now I'm running out of space, so this is the WWE section. So I have a WWE Championship belt, and a CM Punk Funko Pop, and a small collection, very small starting off, of the Hasbro WWF figures. So I have one half of Demolition. I have both rockers. So I have Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, The Ultimate Warrior, and Earthquake. I need to find more, but they're hard to come by. And this is the Dragon Ball section. So I've got Vegeta, Nappa, Piccolo, Super Saiyan Goku, Perfect Cell. I've got a statue of Piccolo. This is a SH Figure Arts of Trunks. I finally put him on a stand and he's powering up. And this should be a future stream. This is a model kit of Perfect Cell that I will build on stream. And I've got some Scouters. One of them actually does work and does music and lights and all that. And now the next ones are not really too much to get into. This is my wife's Tron collection. She really loves Tron, so she's got a statue, the collector's edition of Tron Evolution. The two lone Funko Pops that I know of, and I think that's Flynn, Clue, Sam Flynn, and Tron themselves from the movie. And then there's like a few extra figures we haven't put up display. This is a junk area right here. I haven't put anything on it yet. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it, but I have an XFL football here, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc, which I might hang up, Plants vs. Zombies Funko, Hanzo Funko, Yugi, Seto Kaiba. Like I said, this is just like I don't know what to do with this area yet. It's an autographed baseball by Kelly Gruber. Pitcher for the Blue Jays. Took him to a World Series. He was in town, got an autograph. Loved it. Okay, next part, because again, 10-minute intervals. So if you notice in here, I've got this nice lighting that goes all around this edge of the office. I've always wanted like some cool lighting like that before. It doesn't change a whole lot in here, but I find it gives off a nice little atmosphere. I've got a foam Master Sword kind of hanging up here. Now this is getting into the part where this is the stuff I hang for sentimental and other geekiness, but it's also to help lower audio bouncing off the walls here. I know that people say you should put up actual soundproofing, but I can't afford that. So these are signed covers of the RG vs. Predator line by the actual artist. So this is the first one I got. And then I saw this print right here. And I never even knew that the artist was in town at that convention to sign it. Because I looked at them and I was gushing over the first one I bought. I said, dude, this is like the best series I ever bought. And then I said, I'm buying that one. And he's like, oh, the guy who made it is here. I said, are you serious? Got it autographed, took it home, got him framed. RJ vs. Predator is a ridiculous series. You guys absolutely have to read it. I'm not one to keep stuff in boxes, but I mean, I went to a Dollarama and I found all 4 Ninja Turtles. And I had to get them and put them up on my wall. Coincidentally enough, 3 years later, they would have another run of these at the dollar stores. I actually ended up buying all of these for my nephew. So he has all 3 Ninja Turtles from the same series with weapons. He's having a blast with them. I love it. Random posters I've collected from various places. This actually technically probably won't be here for much longer. This is probably going to go in my wife's office, since she is the big Terraria fan in the family. And we got some Perler arts that I have bought and made myself. Like this one I made myself by Commando, just because it's one of my favorite series. Got Link, Jesus Christ, stop calling Zelda. Got the Kirby one, the Mega Man one I made myself, the Mass Effect one we bought, and the Vegeta one, that's one my wife bought. We got a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance poster, we've got Arkham Origins Joker, we've got Arrow Season 4, we've got Grand Theft Auto, and we got John Cena. Actually, there shouldn't be anything there. Oh, can't see him. Get it? Over on the wall, I have a bunch of foam WWF and WCW belts. That is the World Heavyweight Championship, the Undisputed Belt, the Spinner Belt, which I think can still spin. Yep. Let's make that right. Okay. I have a generic UFC Championship belt, the WWE Cruiserweight title, the old Oval Intercontinental title. And like I said, I don't normally keep things packaged, but that was a gift from Gabe, friend of the show. Got it to me when I was feeling a little down in the dumps, and I greatly appreciate it, and I always hold it up there. And on the windowsill, besides that bottle of Windex, just random, like, you guys know I love my Pepsi, but I also love the Crystal Pepsi when that came back. I want to keep the bottles around. And then we've got the Coca-Cola balls with our names on them. And then if I can get the lighting right, these were specialized cans, retro cans that Pepsi came out with. So we've got Fido Dido. He was a mascot, I think only in Canada for 7-Up. We didn't get Cool Spot. Got Ray Charles, got Britney Spears, got Britney again. I think, actually, I should turn this one over. I think this one's Michael Jackson. Yeah, that's Michael Jackson. And then I got a Red Bull can with Street Fighter 4 on it, because there was a Snapchat thing on there, which I have not used. Alright, finally, now on to the electronic stuff. Well, this chair right here, this is a kind of a junk chair right now, as I'm still trying to figure out where to put this stuff. But Melanie uses this, and guests come and use this when we're streaming or playing video games together. This right here is a little charging station I made up. So this is where I can charge most of my modern day console controllers. So I've got a PS3 controller charger up here, PlayStation 4. This one I just got. This will charge 4 Joy-Cons and your Switch Pro controller. It works really well. I highly recommend it. That's the name of the brand. So I got extra cables here. And then this is where it houses the Elite 2.0, which is currently charging right now. And then this is where I hold all my headsets for my Xbox One. One for when I'm playing and not on camera, and then another one so that I can actually just not have a headset on my head while I stream or anything else. And this right here was my life's work for nearly 6-7 years. This Blue Yeti Snowball microphone is done its purpose. It's been shorting out. That's why I upgraded the equipment, which you guys will see in a bit. This has been completely redone. These are Walmart shelves, and they're just here to house different things. So right here, this is where I keep all my classic controllers for all my mini consoles. This one houses all Nintendo stuff. So I've got Wii remotes, GameCube controllers, the Zapper, classic IS controllers that are GameCube shaped. We got the Dreamcast in here, plus Nintendo 64. Best you can call this this does not age well controller select. And then we've got Xbox down here, 360 original, and I think a smattering of other stuff. No, I think those are all Xbox. In this drawer here, I think it's all PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1, and then I've got a USB controller that just kind of sits there. This is arts and crafts stuff, if I need to use the whiteboard, which I haven't used in 3 years. Empty drawer that I haven't got figured out what yet. This one is filled, like, these are the sections for the arcade sticks. So I've got my arcade sticks, a U-Draw tablet. So everything kind of just sticks there. I don't know why that's sticking out like that, but... over here is Nintendo 64 drawer. This is where I keep all my Nintendo 64 games. Well, a good variety of them. A lot of them are stacked up behind this wall of crap here, which I really need to do something with. In here is a bunch of extra controllers. I think a PlayStation 2. I think I need to go in here and find out like what's an HDMI cable and whatnot, because I have too many of them. Power brick for the Nintendo 64. There's the Kinect and a few other cables down there. yeah, so and on top here is the Donkey Kong bongles. Got a plushy slime that keeps me company on streams. Broken Xbox One controller I need to fix. Pterosaur, because I just found him yesterday behind the drawers when I was cleaning up everything. Now this is the Game Boy Collection, so I keep all my Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color games in here. I really need to get better plastic holders, because these things kind of just pop out too easy. These right here, these are just trading card holders, and they fit perfectly for regular Game Boy games, if you're ever in the market. And then I got a collection of Game Boy Advance SPs, mostly because I found them super cheap. This one right here is a remodeled AES 101, so this is the one with the better backlit screen. This is my main SP whenever I want to play anything. So yeah, why do we? And people are like, well, why do you need 3 of these? Why do I need 4 of them? I have a regular Advance upstairs. It's for if we ever wanted to do the link up games. So I have a bunch of the Game Boy, GameCube link cables, so we can do like Forward Swords Adventures or Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which has not happened yet, but eventually will. Alright, so I think we're at the home stretch now. This is the last few things, and then we'll wrap it. So, right next to one of my lane fixtures is the standee Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sign, poster, whatever you want to call it. This right here, this cabinet holds all the consoles and the VR headset. So on the top are the ones that we play the most here. So PlayStation 4 Slim, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One X, the GameCube on here, primarily, well, now that we've gotten the Carby HDMI product, fantastic. If you want super duper high quality GameCube, get this. This is basically, this setup right here is mostly for the Game Boy player. So I have a Game Boy Advance game in here. This specialized SD card reader and a copy of Action Replay basically circumvents the software for the Game Boy player and outputs a lot better quality than Nintendo's official one. This right here is not an actual PS1 controller. It's a squishy. You know, I can use it if I get mad at stuff. I never do. This is Melanie's controller. Obviously, it's purple. You know why. The Wiimote's broken. I need to get that fixed. Down here, I've got my Wii U. It's still plugged in. It's still, you know, we still use it for stuff here. My Jungle Green Nintendo 64 expansion pack included. This is a PlayStation 1 installed with a mod chip. We want to play Burt games, but then again, with the PlayStation Classic, it kind of, you know, defeats the purpose of having that now. Backwards compatible PlayStation 3, so I can play PS1, PS2 games on disc. I've got a regular Wii still, however, that will be migrating upstairs with some of the other consoles, just due to the fact that this was made now for Melanie to do workout streams on. Not workout streams, it's just workouts. The hard drive, I mean, put 2 and 2 together, why that's there. This was a great fun. This is the Star Wars Connect R2-D2 console. It's not currently plugged in, but it beeps and boops when you push the buttons. Melanie's old PS2, which I don't know still works or not. We haven't tested it out in a while on the PlayStation VR. This is a Crystal Xbox One. Xbox original. Thanks, Xbox, for the naming convention. Yeah, this has been modified. It plays a lot of retro stuff and burnt Xbox original games, if I can ever find them. Dreamcast, which I haven't got a whole lot of play out of it because the HDMI cable for some reason won't work on XSplit, only on Streamlabs and other things. We might circumvent some other stuff around that. This was the second GameCube I bought because I thought my original was broken until I bought tools to actually fix it, so this is just kind of hanging out. I have a power cable and AV for it all. I might sell this complete package someday, I don't know. This is a GameStop GameCube controller adapter for the Switch and Wii U. So if you ever wanted to play Smash with GameCube controllers, you can. And I think this also works with Mario Kart as well. I think we tested it out one night. Alright, so all these are hooked up to this beast. This is a 49-inch Samsung 4K television that I won off of work. And this is my main, so anytime you watch me play games, it is on this machine. It is such a great television, especially when we're like if I'm playing off stream and I'm playing the Xbox One X on 4K games, like it's night and day, the quality. I guess Matter Control is just kind of hanging out here, like the Wii U gamepad, the Switch, and the PS4, which I really need to put back on their chargers. Now, how do I get all of this on the stream? Like, how do I stream all this stuff? You might be asking. You've been waiting around this long in the video. I do appreciate it. So, do all this mess down here. And they're not all plugged in at the same time. I only have maybe like 2 or 3 plugged in at the same time at any given time. So, this right here is an HDMI splitter box. So, the console that I'm streaming for uses this HDMI cable. And then this one right here runs all the way back into the back of my PC. It's my capture card, and then an HDMI cable runs to the television, to whatever source I have it on. Now, why do I need a splitter like this? Well, it's for PS4 and the PlayStation TV because they have HDCP enabled, and it's hard to circumvent it, especially with the Vita TV / PlayStation TV. So, if I want to play PSP and Vita games legit, that's why I have this. And it's less of a headache, trust me. I have a power bar down here where I keep most stuff plugged in. And we got the Stream Deck. Elgato Stream Deck, love this thing. So I have it set for different profiles. So if I'm streaming on OBS, my thing. And then this is what I use for the Game Days podcast to switch between scenes. So I use this to switch between all my scenes. I unmute my mic. This is what I hit before I go live, just to let people know we're going live. It's Brock Lesnar going, let's do this. And then if I need to run an ad through Twitch, I can just hit that. And then this is the soundboard. I've got GIFs playing everything, so I can make the... I'm not going to play it right now, but, I got fanfare, Hans Moment gets hit in the dick. I need some more on here, but this thing has been invaluable to me. This is my mixer. So this is what my microphone is plugged into. This is the microphone right here. It's an AT2023, I believe. If you watch any live streamer, YouTuber, big group like this is more than likely the mic that they use. References, Achievement Hunter, Maximilian Dude, a lot of people use this microphone. I found it online through an ad. It was like, I want to say half the price. It was like $100 and something. Invaluable microphone. One of the best microphones I've ever used. Make sure you get it if you're serious about content creation. So, mixer right here. These right here are just for the mic. I can plug more inputs if I want to it, but it's most primarily for the mic. Yeah, and then here's the PC. I bought this off of my buddy at work. I can't remember exactly what's in there. I just know that it's a beast. There's a lot of stuff on there. I am eventually going to attempt streaming PC games directly from it, so I don't need to have a dual PC setup. But yeah, so this is where everything is plugged into. The monitors, I have 2 different monitors. Really shouldn't, but I mean, they're lined up well enough. I can do with it. The webcam is a Logitech something or other. I can't remember the model name, but it was like the most recent one when it came out. 1080p video quality, 30 FPS, so good. Probably the go-to webcam. This is a newer light. It's supposed to be for beauty because this little arch right here, it came with a mirror and you're supposed to attach to it. It's for women or men, YouTubers that do makeup tutorials. It's just for them to easily look at themselves while they do it. So they're like looking straight at the light. But then a lot of them just kind of take that out and put their DSLRs through that. But this is what I use to light myself when I'm on stream. Not too much else to go over other than just the rando crap that's on my desk. I usually keep a few figurines there just to keep me sane. These are games that I need to fix. I don't know why Pokemon Yellow's there. That doesn't need to be fixed. Just put that back. So I got a Lord Zed thing. I got Mario. I've got an Optimus Prime. Got some extra G Fuel laying around. I got my business cards hanging around. If you want to sponsor me, there's all my info right there. There's my email as well. And then here's the buttons that sometimes I'll hit on stream. Shout out to smartbutton.com. This is one for wrestling. That's a holy shit chant. And of course, thank you Jimbo Socks for the nut button. And then this one I found at Dollarama. It does different variations of sorry.
Sorry. I'd like to take a brief moment to offer my apologies.
I don't know if that was Trump or not, but I'm scared now. And there you have it. That's me blabbing about my office and my streaming setup for about 30, 40 minutes. I'll try to put some music into this so it's less boring. But I hope you guys found it interesting, informative. I don't know. Like, I went over briefly how I got everything hooked up for streaming, but it was just basically to show off, you know, something I've always wanted my entire life. An office, a room dedicated to me and my geekiness, and a place that I can, a sanctuary that I can, you know, get away from the outside world, especially in these harsh times. But thanks for watching. I'm not going to tell you to sub and notify and all that stuff because I barely use this channel. But come join me on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, at least until COVID's over. Then I'll go back to my regular schedule of 9 p.m. Eastern, where I play video games with you, hang out and chat, and try to forget all the crazy stuff in the world. But see you later. Thanks for watching.